Hey guys, what is going on? Dylan here. What I got for you today is another build video. We're going to be focusing on an Arc Warlock build. Now, I've not done very many Arc builds in the past, and probably because there's no real seasonal artifact mods to support it. But do not let that fool you. Arc is still very much strong in the current meta of the game. At the beginning of this video, I do want to apologize. I know I sound terrible. I am feeling a little bit under the weather, but the show must go on. I still wanted to get some content out for you guys and keep doing the build videos and all that. So, first things first, the exotics, the weapons. We're going to be using the Fallen Sunstar Helmet. Ionic traces you create move faster and grant you additional ability energy. So yes, this is more of like an ability spam build. I like to pair that with Trinity Ghoul. Getting a kill gives you like a Volt Shot-esque arrow. You can shoot at the ground, you can shoot at enemies, and it does an area of effect, chaining lightning to different enemies. It's great for ad clear. If you don't want to use a bow, I would also recommend Cold Heart, another fantastic option. Just it is a special weapon. If you don't want to use an exotic weapon, you can use the Ikilos SMG. That is a fantastic option with this build as well. You can see my build that I've crafted on the screen: Corkscrew Rifling, Seraph Rounds, Feeding Frenzy, and Volt Shot. And then I like to use the Heritage Shotgun in my kinetic slot, specifically with Reconstruction and Recombination. Recombination, if you get energy kills, it builds a multiplier up to ×10, which is doing an increasing damage per shot, I guess. So when you get that up to ×10, I use it for the orange bars, yellow bars, just to do a ton of chunk damage to those enemies. For the build itself, we're going to be using Chaos Reach. I just prefer that over Storm Trance. Don't really like Storm Trance. We're going to be using Chain Lightning, though that doesn't really matter because we're going to be doing lots of sliding melee, which you'll see in a minute. For the grenade, we're going to be using the Pulse Grenade. Now, for our first aspect, we're going to be using Electrostatic Mind. Defeating targets with arc abilities or defeating jolted or blinded targets creates ionic traces. And then we're going to be doing Lightning Surge. While sliding, activate your charge to melee. So it's doing that sliding melee, which is does tons of damage and tons of ad clear. But if you're not into the sliding melee, there is absolutely nothing wrong with using Arc Soul as well. For the fragments, we're going to be using Spark of Ions. Defeating a jolted target creates ionic trace. Spark of Discharge, Arc Weapon Final Blows have a chance to create an ionic traces, so it's all about getting as many ionic traces as we can if you're seeing the vision here. Next, we have Spark of Amplitude for creating orbs, and Spark of Resistance for just a little bit of protection. And yeah, as far as the build itself goes, this is an ability spam build. So I love to lead with like a slide melee like that, chains to other enemies. It's amazing. It makes you amplified. And then, you know, you're coming through with the Trinity Ghoul, just like you can see on the screen here. And then, obviously, you can throw the grenade as well for just that added damage. Those ionic traces are fantastic, and you'll very rarely not have an ability as long as you're just killing enemies. And it's very, very strong as well. That's why I like the sliding melee. For the mods that we use, I like to use Arc Surge, Firepower, Heavy-Handed, Innervation, Invigoration, Bomber, and Outreach. So this is all just kind of assisting you with creating orbs, getting your ability back, getting your super as fast as possible. You do actually get your super back pretty quick with this build as well, as long as you are killing enemies and just maintaining kind of that chain. But yeah, I mean, that's what it is. You can see the footage on the screen here. I'm showing some footage using guns other than the Trinity Ghoul, so you can just see kind of what it's like. Getting a kill. You do have to play it a little bit differently with like weapons like the Ikilos SMG. Getting a kill, reload, get Volt Shot, use that to chain to other enemies. So it is a little bit slower. That's why I like Trinity Ghoul, because I just think that that's the most optimized you can make the build. Or Cold Heart as well, because Cold Heart just absolutely just tanks enemies, which is fantastic. So, and then obviously you can see there I'm pulling out my Heritage Shotgun just to get a one quick blast on the bigger enemies. But that is the build. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, as always, I'm going to pin a comment down below with the dim link if you guys want to try it out yourself. This thing is great for endgame content. Arc apparently is really, really strong in PvP, so look forward to a Warlock PvP. PvP, did you hear that accent? A PvP build for Arc as well. I'm going to be trying that out probably maybe around when Iron Banner comes out, maybe even sooner. We'll see. But yeah, that is the build. I love it. Spam abilities. You'll keep getting abilities back. Just hurl grenades, slide melee, and then you got your exotic weapons there and Heritage for chunk damage. So leave a like, subscribe. And that's all I got for you guys today. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.